Hello, I hope you guys have been fantastic. It's been a while since I've uploaded a bit of a vlog style. I'm just down visiting my parents here in Brisbane and I wanted to show this door with all these post-it notes. 3 years ago when I started my speaking business, I was living here at my parents' place in Brisbane and I would get up really, really early and I'd come and sit here with a little desk and I would just research, chase schools, chase as many speaking bureaus as possible. I would make like 150 calls every day. This is the start of my keynote. This is how I planned it out. This was step by step, my whole keynote. And then I would walk around. Toohey Forest is just around the corner. It's a massive nature reserve. And I would walk 3 times a day. I would do that nature reserve and I would practice my keynote out loud. Constantly. Just so it became verbatim. So it became something I could just spit out without even thinking. So I could be on stage, get stage fright, get a brain fog like that. If something happens on stage and I get distracted and I just freeze, my mouth can keep going. I just wanted to drill it into my brain so much. And I was just looking at this and I thought how cool this was. That this is how it started. And this is how it's going. Discovering a passion and becoming absolutely resilient, you can impact your life so greatly. And she watched them and analysed them, and up until this point, scientists determined humans from animals because humans used tools animals didn't. The producer went on holidays the next day, so I just let it through. So there's a whole generation of kids walking around going, "Hey Mum, you know it's a business of honors." It's so easy when you start something to think it's never going to work, to think it's never going to eventuate, to think that no one will ever like it. I have been living by a saying that my mum told me here in this house. She said, the first pancake is always a dud. And I've been living by that motto my whole life. The reason why it came about is on Sunday mornings, Mum would make us pancakes as kids, and then she would eat the first one. And I'm like, Mum, what are you doing? We're hungry. We want to eat pancakes. The first one is always a dud. So she would eat the first one because it didn't taste nice and give us the nice ones. Thanks, Mum. And as I grew up and started making pancakes for myself, I worked it out. Oh my gosh, the first pancake actually sucks out of that batch. And when I started my keynote speaking journey in schools, businesses, conferences, all over the country, my first pancake sucked. It was an absolute dud. A school booked me to do an hour in front of their whole school, and I thought I could do an hour. I went for 20 minutes and then got off stage. I will never be booked back at that school ever again. And the marketing material that I had was just a Word document. Like it was just horrible. My first pancake was horrible. This was my first pancake. This is the skeletons. This is the recipe for that first batch. And even though I am not a successful keynote speaker, I am not by any means world famous or world acclaimed, but I'm on that journey and I am loving that journey. And it's so easy, and I've felt this a million times, where I want to give up. I'm not getting a booking. I'm not getting interest. My website isn't getting views. My YouTube videos aren't getting views, whatever it is. And I'm like, oh man, this is never going to work. But I keep cooking the pancakes. Anyway, it's been a while since I've done a vlog style like this, so I thought I would just check in with you guys and tell you that story about my first pancake. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week.